Chickity check, check.
Microphone check.
We're back.
97 seconds.
Bays Boys podcast.
Bays Boys podcast.
Every day.
Well, maybe not every day.
Almost. It was at one point.
It was damn near every day.
Almost at one point.
Almost at one point.
Luckily, we've grown up. We've progressed. We changed a little bit.
This is Joe Skelly with my co-host Tyler. I don't know.
Yeah,
live in the
name.
studio.
That's what they tell us.
Listen, my man, there's a whole lot apparently you don't know.
Yeah.
But we just learned.
Just tell them what we learned today.
Talk about it.
Damn it.
That's
what we learned.
Is that what we learned?
If you haven't seen it yet, go to YouTube. Check out this guy's channel called Damn It. I don't know if it's officially called Damn It.
It's two words. The guy is Kenis, Kenislova. Kenis Lova. And it's
he breaks dams.
Yeah, it's an entire channel of him busting up beaver dams.
Literally.
With a potato rake and a shovel.
And some waders.
It's some hip waders.
So this guy's got a private war, as Joe Skelly puts it, going against the beavers.
Oh, dude. It's wild as fuck.
Could you imagine, like, we were just watching him. He's been out 6 years, only been doing the dam material for a year. But even he on the video, when he says thank you, he's kind of like, thanks to whoever's watching this. I appreciate you guys showing up, I guess. He's like, you got me out here breaking dams, but this is what you guys like.
Right. I mean, the one video had like over 76,000 views.
Right. Imagine you put that, imagine you're bored one day, you're out on a farm, you post a video, you doing whatever, and you wake up the next day, it's got 100,000 hits. And you're like, oh, I guess this is my life now. I'm a professional dam breaker. Not to be confused with a professional break dancer.
Right. Not to be confused with that at all.
Right. Because it sounds like you're like, I'm a dam breaker. You know how to dance? No, that's not what I said at all. No.
But look, my dude's a young man from Lithuania.
Tell him about the dynamite.
And apparently they're not allowed to use dynamite to blow up beaver dams in
Lithuania. That was Joe Skelly's first question.
Right.
Was why is
my man out there with a potato rake and a shovel? Yeah. Especially like some of those dams were like 10 meters across, right?
Right.
And they're like 5 or 6 feet high. Like some of them,
at
like
least.
Millions and millions of gallons being held back.
And the water's flowing over when he does break them so fucking fast, but you can't see it moving. That's how much overflow there is.
Right. Like it does nothing to the water.
You're burping a river.
Pretty much.
That's wild.
Dude, and he puts out like a video every other day of him breaking up a new dam. And like the one, he was like, this is the 5th time I've been back. I've been back to this one.
How many?
Like, there's some industrious fucking beavers.
You ever run into a beaver there, guy?
Oh, you want to go there? I may have run into a beaver.
Tell him.
In my younger days.
When you were
a young Joe Skelly.
A young punk Joe Skelly out breaking nature.
It was before the punk days, but yeah.
I doubt that.
There was a huge beaver dam, and there was a beaver lodge next to it.
So
and I thought it was to my own credit, I thought it was an abandoned lodge. And I thought it'd be cool to climb up on the lodge and jump up and down. And because you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're screaming top of the world or whatever it is, right?
Right.
And then that angry 40-pound beaver came out of the house.
He was not having it.
He was, and chased me and my buddy off the dam. He was pretty fucking pissed. Right.
Imagine if he would have caught you.
Dude. They would have taken a chunk out of us.
Right.
That thing easily would have taken a big ass chunk out of us.
Or beat you with a stick.
Or its tail. Its tail was massive.
Imagine if beavers could...
It's like being hit with a slapjack.
Right.
If you get hit with that tail.
Do you think he could jump and like whack you midair?
I did not want to find out.
Like some ninja shit?
Bro, I ran as fast as my little legs would carry me.
And he still almost got you.
And he still almost got us. I didn't think they could move that fast. Nor did I think they got that big. It was the size of a small dog. Or a mid-sized dog. I won't even say it's small dog. It wasn't like a purse dog, right?
Right.
It was like schnauzer sized.
Oh, boy.
But like a big schnauzer, right?
This is where Joe Skelly got scared and why he won't go in the woods.
No, I go in the woods. You're the one who was like, dude, I don't go in the woods.
I was in the woods yesterday.
Oh,
I just said that. I was hunting.
Get the fuck out.
I didn't get anything.
Right.
Not hunting season, apparently.
Right. You're not.
Nobody told me that.
You're such an ass.
I was looking for beaver dams.
Yeah. But
by the way, before we forget, if you know where any beaver dams are, please let us know. we will come down and handle it.
Yeah. We want to practice after watching Kenneslov destroy all these beaver dams.
We're hoping. Oh, and shameless fucking plug here. If you want to go over to our Patreon, thank you to our Patreon subscribers already and our Anchor subscribers. But if you want to go support us and help us to get to Lithuania, so we can get to breaking dams.
Oh yeah,
I think that would do us some good.
Just send the guy a message, be like, "Hey, we're arriving on a flight tomorrow.
Right?
Will you meet us at the airport?
Can you take us out to break dams? We will work for free, as long as the dam is in the city."
He might even do a whole video. These crazy Americans want to help me break up beaver dams.
They showed up with stuff, lots of stuff.
Dude, well, the one video, he's like, the birds are coming back from Africa, blah, blah, blah. Do you guys have this in America where birds come back from South America? He was asking it.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's well aware. He's of the world view and what's going on with migratory patterns of birds, apparently.
No, what got me a wow is that he believes that birds are real still.
Well, he doesn't know that they're drones.
Oh.
And they don't sit on power lines and charge because maybe there are not so many power lines out there. Maybe they got extended batteries over.
What are they using out there? Cat drones then?
Oh, they could have that too. I just watched a whole video about how World War II,
training the cats?
No, the British took dead rats and scooped out their insides and filled it with plastic explosives and a detonator. And then were shipping them into Germany because the plan was that they were going to sprinkle dead rats in these German installations around the boiler rooms.
Oh.
And hoping that the German boiler techs would just take the rats and throw them in the boilers.
Wow.
And the question was, well, why would they do that? And the thought was, it's ingrained in all Europeans when they see dead rats to burn them because of the Black Plague.
Right.
And
wow.
The problem was the first shipment of dead rats got intercepted by the Nazis.
Oh my.
And so they spent the rest of the war inspecting every dead rat that they came across looking for plastic explosives. But the funny thing was, after the first load...
there's a funny part.
After the first load of dead rats got intercepted, the Brits shifted gears and did something else and never did it again.
So they just trolled the Nazis. Essentially is what happened.
And so the Nazis spent the rest of the war inspecting every dead rat's balloon knot, looking for a detonator sticking out of its butthole.
Out of its ass. Yeah. Imagine that's your job. What does mein Führer want us to do today? Inspect the rat butt. Do you think that their unit patch was a rat butt with a piece of TNT sticking out of it?
I don't know, bro. Do
you think that they walked around and they're like, we're badass because we look for rat butt bombs? My job is more dangerous than yours.
Right.
I'm in the back saving the installations.
They were totally trolled. They literally spent the rest of the war searching for fucking dead rats.
Seriously, I want to know who the fuck's job that was. That guy is mad as fuck. That's how they built Nazis back then. They gave them shitty fucking jobs until they got angry and then promoted them to worse jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
We've gone dark. Let's go back to damn it.
Yeah, my man.
Who wants to go to Lithuania and break some fucking beaver dams?
But the funny thing is, like, literally, it's every other day he's tearing up a new beaver dam.
I want to know who's hiring him.
Well, my question is, how many fucking beavers are out there? Like,
you know what's amazing? Off camera, he's dropping beavers in the woods. Be free, my little friends. We will prosper together.
Beavers in some other place, and then dropping them off on his property.
He takes all of his YouTube money and buys more land and buys more beavers, and it's a vicious cycle.
That's amazing.
And then when he dies in like 40 years, 10,000 beavers are just going to spread all over Europe, and it's going to be all over again.
So
he'll be considered the Beaver King.
Okay. So along those lines, here's a great story. There's a suburb. All right, so there's the major city, right? At one point in time near us.
All right.
Had a rat problem.
Right.
Like millions of rats in the sewers and all over the place.
Gross.
So the city dropped poison gas in all the sewers to kill all the rats.
Oh, genius.
But what it did is it forced the rats out of the city into the suburbs.
Oh.
Right? So this suburb had a huge influx of rats everywhere. Well, it was a somewhat affluent neighborhood, so they freaked the fuck out, and they're like, what the fuck are we going to do about all these rats, right?
Right.
Well, somebody goes to the city and says, hey, listen, here's the deal. I have a solution to your rat problem. And they're like, what is it? They're like, skunks. They're like, what? They're like, skunks will chase rats down their own hole and kill them.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead serious. So the city imported thousands of skunks.
Get the fuck out of here.
To kill the fucking rats, and never did the research to find out they don't eat rats. They really don't give a fuck about the rats. So now
they've got
the rats are gone, not because of the skunks.
Oh my god.
But now they got millions and millions of skunks all over the place.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead serious.
You know, I don't think I'd ever really seen a skunk until I hung out in your guys'.
Because you grew up in the cement jungle.
So did you.
Well, okay.
How do they?
But we had city skunks that didn't give a fuck.
Oh,
like
that's
city
what I'm
raccoons,
saying. I've never seen a
city
fucking.
Raccoons don't give a fuck either.
Okay, I've seen city raccoons and I've seen city possums.
Right.
I've never seen like a city skunk.
They're big fat bastards that really aren't afraid of shit, and they will spray you at the drop of a dime.
Here, there's skunks out every night.
Right.
Once the summertime hits,
forget about it.
Skunk.
Well, you could thank the suburb who imported all of them. They just spread, right?
And here's the best part. A lawsuit against this.
Here's the best part: is I met the city's skunk trapper.
Oh God! One guy has one job.
Yeah, that was his job.
That's his whole job.
His whole job was to trap skunks.
Oh no!
And he drove a Ford F-150 truck with a cab.
Oh no!
And the cab was attached to the bed, right, and it was attached to the cab of the truck, and there was no glass between the inside of the truck and the cab, right?
No.
So what the dude does is he takes the trap with the skunk and he throws it in the back and throws a tarp over the tops because if they don't see anything, they won't spray. He goes, dude, it's the worst job in the world. I said, why? He goes, because I get like 10, 12 traps back there, and every time I hit a bump, all 10 skunks will spray at the same time.
Oh,
and he goes, it doesn't matter how much I wash my clothes or my own body. He goes, the smell doesn't come off. He goes, I go to get a haircut and I clear out the whole barber shop.
Holy shit, dude.
Like, why do you still do this?
Why would you want that job?
Why do you still do this?
Because he gets paid $55 an hour to get skunks is what it is.
It
has to be.
It must be, bro. He was like, this job is the worst fucking job ever.
Okay, let's go down that fucking hole. Since you actually know somebody, the worst job I've ever known somebody having is not that.
What was it?
It was nothing. That's my point. I've never really met anybody who's been like, oh, this is my job and I smell like shit every day because of it. Maybe factory workers, but I don't count them because those are machines making you smell like shit. You're not like, those are live skunks, bro. Why would you want that job? I recently started watching Instagram videos about, I don't know why they popped up, but like people who are, pest control. Dude.
Killing rats.
Everything. Just bed bugs, roaches.
Fuck bed bugs.
Everything, bro. And it's like, I saw one out of Cali, and it's like this couple, the young couple, 25-year-old couple, girl's a good-looking girl, dude's a good-looking dude, and they're just like, this is our cool job. This is what we do. And they're going in and just everything.
They're in spacesuits.
Right.
Because you got to be.
Right.
You got to be. Oh.
We're talking places that look like they hadn't been...
Listen, I know guys who are in the fire service, right? Mm-hmm. And they went to get a patient out of a house.
Oh, no, that's the worst, bro.
And the guy was like, hey, man, you ever seen that movie, Joe's Apartment?
No.
The one, you ever see that movie way back in the day? The whole apartment was nothing but roaches.
Oh, Joe's Apartment. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He goes,
the talking roaches.
He was like, I was in Joe's apartment. He goes, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, all of it. All of it was just moving.
Bro.
And listen, this is why these guys take off their boots and their clothes
before they come home.
Before they come home.
Yeah, cops do the same thing. They're like, we're not going in, we're going here.
Because they don't want to take those eggs, those roach eggs inside their fucking house on the bottom of their boots.
They got washer and dryers in their fucking
in their garages
squadron,
and shit. Ugh. But above all that, my man Kenneth Love with his beaver dam busting. Dude, and listen, here's what I figured out why I like watching.
No, listen, you know why, and I know why now too. We fell asleep watching it. Like
you fell asleep watching
the water, the nature sounds. It's perfection,
right? But beyond that, it appeals to the kid in me. Like when it used to rain real hard outside, and you go outside in the rain, and the rain would be running down the gutter.
Yep.
And you'd see like a dam in the gutter stopping all the water, and you'd have to break it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or like when you went to the beach and you see water trying to run back to the beach and it's dammed up, and you're like, no, fuck that. Let the water go. Let the water run. Yeah. So that's why, dude, I'm telling you, it's his private war. These beavers are like, this fucking asshole's back. He's fucking wrecking our dam. Let's throw up another one in another location while he's tearing this one apart.
I'm telling you, he is dropping beavers when no one's looking.
He's not.
As soon as the camera goes off, he's like, all right, my little friends, get back to work. I'll see you tomorrow.
And he's dropping them off.
He's like throwing beaver food into the fucking river. He knows what they like. Like, he brings like chili dogs out, and he's like, beavers love chili dogs. It's like that fucking movie when he's like, tigers hate pepper. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's out there at night. You know the plans, my pretties. Build the dam. Build the dam.
Yeah, help me get more hits on YouTube. This is the biggest dam I've ever seen. It's made out of concrete. We're like, listen, bro, beavers didn't build no concrete dam across.
Some Russian markings on it.
Yeah. Listen, beavers didn't build this shit, you fucker. It's got telephone poles in it.
Oh my God. So, I think it's time we dam hunted.
Oh, you want to go dam hunting?
And magnet fishing. Don't forget about that part.
Oh, and magnet fishing?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I just want to find one regular weird gun in the river.
Oh, okay.
So we can call the police and be like, hey, come get this. And then they cannot show up for 5 hours. I watched it on YouTube already.
Did you?
Yeah. Dude's like, I called the police for the gun. Nobody showed up, so I had to call again the next day. I'm like, wow. If I would have known that.
Right. What do you need to do? Just leave it on the side of the road?
Right.
With a flag on it? Like, here it is?
Dear police, I called you yesterday. You failed to retrieve this. I hope you find it now.
Right.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
They find crazy stuff doing that.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I wonder if old boy gets hit by stuff when he's hitting those dams.
If he gets hit by, like, what?
Just random shit. Somebody was out there breaking up the stuff before, trying to chase a beaver. That dude falls into it, loses his iPhone. 6 months later, here's Dam Breaker, and he's breaking it, and an iPhone floats by. Hey, that's a Gen 7. Grab it. You know?
Right? Let's pawn it.
Just funny shit. Like,
I don't know. It seems like his place is so remote.
Right. It's all farmland shit.
Yeah.
Well, then that's even worse. What if you hit it and the water starts moving and all the beavers are like, fuck this guy, let's stack and get him. And then they just float. You're at the end of the river and you just see beavers coming towards you like gator heads.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But little beady eyes and tails whacking the water.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm telling you from firsthand experience. And people are like, well, why are they always building dams? It's because they're trying to build their own habitat, number one. But number two, their teeth never stop growing. Like, I think they found like a prehistoric beaver skull where its teeth, apparently it wasn't chewing anything, and its teeth grew through its own skull. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So they gotta constantly chew on wood in order to keep their teeth filed down. It's like gerbils.
Oh.
Same thing with gerbils. Their teeth never stop growing.
Oh. I don't want none of that.
And I think rats, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want none of that.
That's like why rats can chew through pipes and shit.
Oh, because they just like wear it down and the next day they're good to go?
Yep. And they keep going at it till they get through. They're possessed. These beavers are fucking possessed.
Well, we saw the video of the beaver building. It was one beaver.
By himself. Just working like a champ.
Beaver.
A master builder, if you will.
Yeah, no team, huh?
No.
He's like, one stick at a time, boys. One stick at a time.
Dude, here's some more mud.
This
some more sticks.
This is about progress, not perfection. We have 6 months before, damn it, comes back.
Right.
To fuck our shit up.
Right.
Oh my.
You know those fucking beavers are fucking pissed every time he knocks one down.
I want to go break a dam now. Is that weird?
No.
When we saw it, it looks satisfying. It's healthy for the environment.
Yeah.
It'll give the beaver something to do again. You know, second time's good. Third time's a charm. Fourth time's good practice. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Dude, so I'm looking through my notes, and I have a note in here that says, Tyler, I don't know, it's not allowed to have beasts or pets like the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Why was that in my notes?
Because we discussed ferrets once, and I was thinking about getting one.
Oh.
I think.
That's probably what it was. Oh, yeah, that's right, because the Beastmaster had a ferret.
Yeah, and he could tell him to do stuff.
Yeah. And then I told you the story about how my grandmother used to tell me as a kid that I smelled like a polecat.
Oh, my.
And, like, for years and years and years, I was like, dude, I must smell terrible, right? Because
Right.
if my grandma said you smell like a polecat.
Yeah, you must smell.
Well, then I never knew what a polecat was.
I was gonna say, what is a polecat?
So years later, I did research on what I just Googled it.
Mm-hmm.
What's a polecat? It turns out it's a European cousin of the ferret,
Oh.
but it's like twice as long and twice as fat.
Ew.
So then I was like, how the fuck does my grandmother know what a fucking polecat is? And how does she know what it smells like?
But wait, aren't you the one who had the uncle who had an alligator or something?
No, that
was
was that was Nigel.
Oh, that's right. His uncle got an alligator out of a catalog. That's
out of a comic book.
Jesus, that's even worse. Not even a real fucking catalog.
That was the back of a comic book.
Read about Batman beating the Joker and then feel the need to buy a fucking alligator. Like, that's how that went down.
And he lived in New York, right? Because we were talking about we can't let little girls own baby hippos or baby elephants because they would let them go in the sewers.
Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, pole cat.
They're fucking big.
Yeah, it literally just looks like a fucking. That's a ferret, but it's not. It's a
like
big boy ferret.
It's a big fatty ferret.
Well, that's the one that I want. I don't want it anymore because I heard they'll eat you while you're sleeping, though.
Yeah, and
weird.
They
shit
stink
like
really
that.
bad.
I stink really bad. That's okay. The whole biting me thing is more annoying than the stink thing.
Oh, all right. Well,
maybe.
You
know what I was thinking about? How come wet dogs don't bother us, but anything else does?
Wet dogs don't bother you.
Yeah, like a wet dog doesn't bother you, but if other pets are all wet and whatever, you don't want to deal with that.
Right. No,
but people are like, oh, wet dogs are okay. I'm like, that's just as bad. But it's like everyone's accustomed to it type of deal.
Because we love them so much.
Is that what it is?
I think it is.
Because dogs do smell bad, pretty much. Sometimes.
Yeah. Like my two dogs yesterday were running around in big swamp water.
No, they're farm dogs too.
Oh, dude, and they were having the time of their life. They were
farm
doing
dogs be getting bats every day.
Running around in that shit, and they came inside, and I'm like,
yeah, he loves it.
You can't get on the goddamn couch. You're soaking wet, and you stink like swamp water.
Right.
But then they had their little birthday cake, and they ate, and they were satisfied. And then they laid down, not on the couch, which made me happy.
But they didn't eat their strawberries.
Only Mama Dog. Apparently, she doesn't like strawberries, and she spits them out.
Well,
hey, everybody has their thing, right?
Yeah, it's just
it's like chickens don't eat kale.
Why?
Because they're smart.
Oh, is kale bad for them?
No, they just don't like the taste.
Well, it doesn't taste like anything.
No, kale's bitter.
Yeah.
Most people don't like kale.
No.
Chickens are smart. Like, they're like, fuck this. This tastes like garbage.
Yeah.
You got any squash?
What?
Yeah, chickens eat squash. They love squash.
That's funny.
They like watermelon. They like squash. They like honeydew. They like all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't know.
But they don't like fucking kale.
They don't like kale.
No, fuck no.
I don't like kale.
I don't like kale either.
Lizards like kale.
Because lizards are fucking not right.
They don't make any sense?
No, they don't make any sense.
Hey, did you know that werewolf syndrome is a real thing?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Dude. I thought so too. But there has to be.
What do you mean there has to be? All right, explain.
In one shot.
Okay, look, my man does not, that's not werewolf. My man has a genetic fucking
I think that's what they named it though. What do you think?
Dude, if my entire face was covered with hair like that, I'd be seeing the laser person and having him laser all that hair off my fucking face.
He looks like a werewolf though, doesn't he?
Yes.
Do you think that there's some...
he's got a lot of girlfriends?
Bro, there's some broad out there who wants to pet this guy and give him a bone. And I guarantee if you're on the crazy hot meter and you find the right one.
Oh, the crazy hot meter?
Yeah, my boy's going to be winning.
Right. That's like a level 8 crazy hot.
Bro,
it has to be.
She's going to have to be super hot.
It's not low on the spectrum.
If she wants you to play fetch with her, you better that better be a thing. Go look this up. The werewolf syndrome. You want to see some furry face dude. He looks like a dog.
My man does look like a dog.
Not trying to be mean or anything. But that's almost as bad as the one where it's like tree roots that grow out of your hand.
Oh, they did. I felt bad for those people too.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I feel bad for those folks too.
Do you see that funeral prank guy who got pranked? Dude passed out drunk and they pulled a full funeral and let him wake up.
Oh yeah. And
I
he was freaking out.
Yeah, I like that one.
Because he was like, hey, and they're in the church looking at the casket.
Right.
And nobody acknowledged him.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm right here. And he went to touch somebody, and then they just slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's what you get?
Dude, that is a big production for a prank. You think old boy was scarred after that?
How long was my man passed out?
Right. How much
they
did
were
he
able
have
to set that all up?
Bro, his cousin roofied the shit out of him. They were like, call Ezekiel. We need some of that shit. You remember high school? We're going to need that again.
Yeah, dude.
Just this one time. Right? And then they put it over on him. I mean, they had his whole family there. How did they plan that?
No, dude, it was like 30 people in that church.
Right. How did they do that?
Maybe this is not a one-time thing.
Could you?
Maybe this is like a every weekend thing.
Or that they try to prank each other.
Right.
Could you imagine waking up like that?
No, fuck that.
Would you try to if you woke up, would you try to run through somebody? If I jumped out of a fucking coffin the way he did, I'd be trying to fly or run through somebody.
Dude, first of all, they had to have a coffin accessible. They
That's
had
what
to have
I'm
a
saying. This
they had
whole
to have a
setup.
church. They had to have a church.
This is weeks of planning.
No, it is weeks of planning because they also had to have a clergy that was willing to allow them to pull this in the church.
Right.
So the clergy must have had several talks with my man.
Right.
You know
so you're saying he had a history.
He must have, because look,
Right.
dude, you think any church is going to let you just set up a coffin and put a dude in it?
No.
And then just hey, by the way, we get this great prank. And then they start playing the organ, and that's probably what woke him up, right? The organ music.
Dude, could you imagine?
No, I can't.
What the fuck was my boy drinking all night?
Fuck, who knows?
3 bottles of Soko.
No.
Listen, write the show if you like Soko.
Oh, please don't. I don't want to hear how you like Southern Comfort, because that's the devil's milk. That comes right out of his teat.
If you can drink the devil's milk, you can go be a Patreon subscriber. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, the last time I
Devil's
drank
milk.
Soko, true ass story.
Mhm.
Last time I drank Soko, I was overseas in a place that's
Southern
Cocoa, and me and my buddy decided we were gonna drink a bottle of that high proof Soko, like the black label shit.
Ooh.
And next thing I remember, I was laying in the bottom of a shower with the cold water running, begging people to kill me. That was not a good experience.
Oh. I've only ever had 2 bottles of Soko. I use them to pregame before the bar.
Yeah, well, you talking about the little bricks. I'm talking about, we had a 5th.
Yeah,
And to this day, the smell, the smell of that shit. Oh,
what is it?
The devil's milk is.
I only tried it, like I said, that 2 times. I didn't really like it. It was like having gnarly prune juice as alcohol.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
What flavor is that supposed to be?
Devil's butthole. It's the flavor.
That's a lot of devil and a lot of butt.
I'm telling you, it's not a good.
Hey, I didn't keep drinking it, so I feel you.
No,
I don't know what to say about that.
Mm-mm.
I prefer a real man's drink like Bacardi. Or
dude, that's not a real man's drink.
Or Smirnoff.
Blah.
I'm a Smirnoff
Why don't
man.
you drink Popov Kamchav or whatever that plastic vodka from the dime store is?
I'm a White Claw type of guy.
You're a White Claw?
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
The danger of White Claw is this. Is you could drink like 45 of them.
Not realize you're fucking schmammered?
Yeah, not realize you're schmammered because you're like, it's seltzer water.
Right, nothing's happening, Mom.
Right, and next thing you know, you get up to walk around and light fireworks or something in your backyard, and you're stirring the drink, or you're doing the V8 walk. You know,
shit at our fucking cars. What?
Where you're walking at a 45-degree angle off kilter.
And you don't know why? Because it's flat land?
Yeah, because it's flat land and you're not in the sea, and you're shooting fireworks, and the next thing you know, they're bouncing off people's cars. And
oh, my.
But we don't know anything about that.
You know, in my travels last week, I found your favorite drink in a gas station.
Oh.
They had the Topo Chico.
Oh, the Topo Chico?
This is the best part. They had the Topo Chico next to the imitation Topo Chico. They were right next to each other.
Oh, were they really?
Yep. The Mega Beast was like, look, Joe Skelly's drink. And they're right next to the one he doesn't like.
Yeah, the fake one and the Topo Chicos.
The fake one's not bad.
The fake one's not bad. It's got some different flavors, but it's like... But it's made by like Sonic or something.
I don't think it's supposed to be different flavors because they're both the same thing. So that's where it gets a little awkward.
Yeah.
You're like, is that the right hole? I'm not sure.
Listen, You got to do side by side taste tests, side by side.
Listen, my man, my grandpa's suit does that kind of shit. We should do some of those. You know, he did. You know, if we go back, he did the review of the water.
Dude, that was terrible,
bro. But he did it, and he got 1 million hits.
Because he was taste testing water.
$1.99 water.
Yeah.
That's a video. That's the content right there.
Yeah. That's the water. Like the dude that was making, what do you call it? Hairy buffalo in the bathtub.
Oh God.
And we're like, why are you doing it in the bathtub? But see,
dude, what happens when two people come in fucking schmammered and then try to do it in the bathtub thinking it'd be cool? Oh, everything's just on fire.
I'm not trying to drink that.
You hop in there. Man, just imagine those two people though. They hop in there and within about 20 minutes, they're like, man, this shower doesn't feel
It's not even
right.
20 minutes,
bro.
bro.
It's just instant?
Yeah, that's instant.
You're just like,
fire.
man, I feel all those fucking cuts on my feet all of a sudden. I don't know what's happening.
I feel
Everything's
all those
burning.
Cuts all over.
Yeah.
All over those nether regions.
Yeah. Everything seems to be burning below the waist.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. But look, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up on a generation of hairy buffalo, but I don't but we were poor. So we didn't have enough hairy buffalo to fill a bathtub.
Oh my God!
It was usually.
I thought you were supposed to use a trash can.
Yeah, trash can or
in a bag, right?
Or cooler or something like that.
Oh,
right?
big cooler.
Yeah, but the bag thing, that's the bag of wine. You take the bag of wine out of the box and you can carry that thing anywhere.
Yeah.
Take it camping, throw it over your shoulder.
I like
slap the bag.
Just like to put the fruit in the bag and tie it off, let it go for a while, and make your own custom wine and such. You know.
Look, my man's trying to talk about making sangria. Bro, you don't even drink that stuff. And how do you have these recipes?
You got other people drink it.
Oh.
You just gotta give it away for free.
Oh. So you're a benevolent
donation.
You're a benevolent person, is what you're saying.
What's that mean?
It means that you like to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
a giver.
I'm a philanthropist. I'll just be giving my riches away. That's right. All our money that we have from subscribers, we just give that away.
We just give it away.
Sticker campaigns.
No, we don't. We keep the lights on with that. Don't be like we're wasting your money on drunks.
We just told them the other day that we got to figure out how to keep the lights on in the Instagram post. They know the truth.
They know the truth. They know the truth.
They all got stickers.
I've seen all those videos you just made where it's all dark. No. It's because you forgot to pay the light bill.
Yeah.
You got the flashlight going.
I was like, damn it.
Candles burning in the background. I'm
gonna have to restart this.
Yeah.
It's okay. We make it. We've got it hooked up to a car battery right now. So, whole studio's just,
powered by car. We find abandoned cars on the highway and boost the batteries to run the studio.
We've got a Tarkov base going right here.
Nice. Nice. I like it.
Everything's run off grid. So to speak.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah. This is a green space.
Oh, it's a green space.
It's a green space.
You know, the most green thing in the world isn't a battery, it's people fucking power. Why don't you hook that fucking cycle that you ride up to it?
That's your fucking cycle. That's the power of the other studio. Don't get crazy. We don't have two of those.
That's true.
That's why we got the horse now, so he can power it. We're gonna get him rigged up and he can.
My man's a horse.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The homies hooked it up.
What's his name?
Alfredo. Rubius Alfredo.
You can call him whatever. His name's Fredo.
Yeah,
bro.
It didn't work. We tried to rename him after the boys, and he wasn't having it.
He wasn't having it.
2 whole days of calling him another name.
That dog ignored you for 2 days.
And then randomly I'm like, hey, Fredo! From across the way, that motherfucker came running. I'm like, son of a bitch.
He was like, I hate this new house.
Yeah.
This new house sucks. Right. They don't even know my name.
They keep calling me something stupid. Yeah. So there's that. Old Fredo the horse.
Fredo the horse.
He's doing good.
I'm sorry I tricked you with pictures that made him seem like he was 40 pounds.
The Mega Beast figured it out. She came home. I said, I got to go to Joe Skelly's for 10 minutes. She said, motherfucker, anytime you go somewhere for 10 minutes, bad things are happening because you've already made choices. I said, oh. She said, you're going to get that fucking dog.
Oh.
I was like, what dog? How do you know about that?
She's like, I saw the pictures, motherfucker.
Yeah. Then it occurred to me, she's like, I follow you guys even if you don't think I do. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'll tell you what, we got all the way down there and they walked out of the building with him. We thought there was no spatial pic. It was like a cutie fat chick with angles. You couldn't see shit. You were like, man, she's got a cute face, big old boobies. Then she walked out the house and I was like, oh, you a Clydesdale. I was told you was a pony. This is not the case. I thought old boy was going to be 40, 50. Maybe.
No.
He walked out. I'm like, fuck, get the saddle. we're taking him to the Hidalgo race. Middle East Mastiff fucking
right.
cross the world shit.
Dude. Oh. So a sidebar. You're talking about the Hidalgo race. You ever heard of the Dakar rally?
No.
Oh.
What's this? Oh, is this where they... Wait, the Shaggy, do you know?
The Dakar rally?
Is it where they drive cars across the desert?
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to be in Africa, right? Where they would race across, literally like all across Africa.
Yeah.
And then it got too dangerous.
Because people kept dying.
Or no, because like, you know,
or getting ambushed.
Civil Wars and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So they moved it to South America.
Good. Wonderful. So now they're just getting kidnapped. Continue. Fucking A.
That's safer, right?
Safer, yeah.
It's safer. Dude, the Dakar
less,
rally.
Less lions, anyways.
Right. If you've never watched the Dakar rally, that is one of the baddest races ever, right? And they got different classes. They got like dune buggy class. They
Get
got
the
like
fuck out of here.
They got like motocross class.
Or you can just show up with whatever,
dude. They got like you know, you ever seen those big Russian military trucks that they use for like resupplying tanks and shit? They have a class for those things.
How? Oh, shut up, joking. How would you get your car down to South America? I feel like the transport for that would put us in the hole enough that we couldn't go.
Right.
But yeah, I've sent my car for next year.
Each leg of the race is like 500 miles.
Right.
And there's like 6. I mean, I don't know how many legs there are. But there's a shit ton. There's
so what you're saying is if I let you drive, we could win the race in 2 hours. That's what you're saying.
Are you talking about how I drive?
I think we need the tank too, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Need it. So, are you allowed to run people off the road?
No, that's unsportsmanlike. But sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, I mean, what happens on the race track stays on the racetrack. Yeah. Isn't that like Vegas?
I don't know. We're not allowed to talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or does that not even happen anymore?
Oh. Well,
I've heard that places change.
I'm not going to say anything. Okay, I have one for you.
Right.
I saw this post, and I need to know if you know anything about it. The Tonka, an event in Trento, Italy, where every June 19th, they dump politicians in water for doing horrible things through the year.
Oh, I have seen this.
Is that real?
Yes, it is.
So in Italy, if you're a fuck up, they're going to dip you in a tank. They put you in a fucking shark tank, and they dip you in the river.
Yep. Like a cage. They put you in a shark cage.
Our politicians here don't even talk to fucking regular people anymore.
Nope. And most of them are full of shit.
All of them are full of shit.
And we just seen one that we know get
that
totally
we're unhappy
exposed.
about.
Yeah, they got totally
that we're
exposed
specifically very unhappy about because
Yeah.
we thought he was going to make waves.
Yeah. And it
Thanks
turns
a lot,
out
Joe Rogan, dick.
Yeah. And some of the other people that talked about him.
Right.
And outed this guy for the total douchebag that he is.
And when that guy's outing you with his colorful background,
oh yeah,
you got problems. But could you imagine like what how does it work?
He's trying to do damage control. He's done some small videos after that.
No, not him. I'm saying like how do we vote for you to get dunked is what I mean.
Oh, that'll never happen here. That'll never happen here.
But how would even Italy do it?
Dude, listen.
Do they have an app?
No, because that's such an old tradition. They just never let go. That it started.
Wait, but what qualifies you? Like if it was our politicians, they're like this. They're like, next up, we have so and so, crimes against the community, sleeping with hookers, blow up your nose,
right?
And also, it's your fault that our mountains are now contaminated with blah blah blah. You will be dipped for 10 seconds on the count of 3, and then what? I don't understand.
Like, what if you say no? Right? What if you're the politician? Like,
Bro,
you're not going to do that.
If they're dipping you in a tank just for your fuck ups, imagine what happens if you say no.
Well, all I can imagine is
let the tank go.
If you say no, it's like worse than admitting it, right?
Oh.
Right? You're like, okay, I'm going to play along, right? This isn't true, but I'll play along because if you say no, then you're
admitting it.
You're really fucking guilty,
right?
Right? You're really fucking guilty.
Well, how about So would you climb in a cage and let somebody dip you like that? I mean, seriously, do they give you the key? So where's the safety guide? Like, where's the safety guide? The motherfucker getting dipped did not look like he's doing much swimming. And I'm not trying to disrespect my guy.
Of a cage. It's like when they used to throw people into the river to see if they were witches.
Right.
And if you floated, you weren't a witch. But if you drowned, you were a witch.
He's like, Jose, pull him up. Jose, there's a problem with the rig, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My man's wearing a suit and some fucking loafers. I don't think he prepped for the dip.
What did they get all of Parliament out? And they're
That's
like, and
what
nobody
I'm
knows.
wondering.
Nobody knows who's on the chopping block.
Dipped?
Right.
She's like,
you just know it's dipping day and you better not show up with your iPhone in your pocket or your wallet.
Jennifer's made a huge mistake. She's wearing a sundress. We're not 100% sure what she was thinking today. That's right, Chad. Right. We don't know because she was on the docket last year, but they missed her. But they got her this year. She got busted at least with two dead hookers.
Right.
So we're definitely dipping her today. Like, how does that fucking work?
Dude, that's amazing.
Our politicians are out on video telling the working class to fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
And Italy's like, hey, man, get your fucking ass in the shark cage, bitch.
Well, here's the problem. Our politicians are generally ancient and from before the internet, right? They were politicians before the fucking internet.
My man's still fucking dialing up.
Right. No, it's not even on AOL dial-up, right? But what they don't understand is everything they've ever said is on video and you can find it. Right. Like when a certain president, former president, current president was like, I think anybody who has the amount of crack the size of your pinky nail should be in jail for the rest of their life. I mean, who knows?
Right.
Or, we should take everything from you and throw you in jail for the rest of your life. Well, that doesn't exclude
your peoples.
Yeah, your people.
We know that though. America's only a business. Let's be fucking honest about all of that.
Anyway, let's stay out of the political spectrum because
we do. I actually had political questions lined up for today, and then I spent all day writing them out, and then got to the end of the night, was laying in bed last night, and was like, wait a minute, we don't do politics, and then that was the whole page gone.
We don't, but
and you know what we do with that.
You know what we do?
Do.
Yeah. It's super sweet shit, like read the ads in the back of old Soldier of Fortune magazines from the 80s.
Oh my goodness.
And why is that so incredible?
Because you could buy atom bombs in the 80s from there. Because you could get starter kits with fucking plutonium. Because you could get plutonium collector's edition rings and necklaces.
Because you could hire hitmen.
Because you could hire a hitman.
Or if you were a mercenary and you were looking for work, you could respond to an ad in the back of Soldier of Fortune magazine in the 80s. And to help this along, I went and purchased several editions of 1980s,
oh my goodness,
early 90s Soldier of Fortune magazines, just so we could peruse the ads in the back.
Oh my goodness.
But maybe we'll just save that for the next episode.
Yeah, we will. But before we get off that thought, Mr. Latin Love, how many ads have you put in Soldier of Fortune?
None, but I used to read them as a kid all the time.
We should send one out.
People who generally send those kind of ads get visited by the FBI.
No. Here's our ad. Our ad is, if you're the best Soldier of Fortune, we'll put you on.
On the show?
No. Not on the show. But no. That's not what we want. No, I don't want no blowers in my house.
You don't want them in the studio.
Yeah.
Does that go along with we don't allow venomous animals or animals that kill you
even
inside the studio?
Even human animals that don't know any better. No, what I was going to say is we put oh God. We put the Soldier of Fortune ad in that says, if you're the best Soldier of Fortune, tell us your story.
Unfortunately,
we want to hear it.
Oh, see, that would be super sweet. But here's the problem: Soldier of Fortune the magazine no longer exists.
What?
It went defunct.
When?
It finally did. They went online for a while, and then they went defunct.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No longer exists, as I understand it currently. in digital or print format. It's unfortunate.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that just ruined my whole plan.
I
don't even know where to go from here. Podcast is over. We're done.
No, it's not. You know why it's not over?
Well, I know why it's over, because we can't get no assassins. How the fuck am I supposed to order a ninja?
No, it's not over because I have a different take.
Oh, you found another website to order ninjas?
No.
Oh.
Totally different.
Okay.
If Blake Shelton still can get Gwen Stefani, there's still hope for you.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? What did you just say?
The country music guy that ended up with Gwen Stefani. Remember they met on The Voice?
Joe Skelly, are you trying to push my buttons right now? Why you got to remind me of that?
Look,
I was okay with Tony. I was okay slightly with Bush. Now this country guy, really?
My man, he must have a sweet tongue. Maybe in more ways than one. I'm just saying.
I'm upset.
Look, it was supposed to sidebar you off the whole ordering an ninja.
Oh, it sidebarred me. Because I forgot all about that too.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. We've covered a lot of goddamn ground.
Listen, damn it. Was the best thing that we've talked about.
Damn it.
Today.
Damn it.
I want to break
down.
Ukraine.
It's not Ukraine. It's Lithuania.
Shit. Those colors got me tricked. I want to break Lithuanian beaver dams. But first, I'm going to practice on American beaver dams. Much smaller. A little bit more insurance. So, okay. Write the show.
Let us know if you know where there's a beaver dam that needs busted up.
And we'll fucking handle it.
Yeah. Tearing that shit up.
We're still taking applications.
Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it like old school with a potato rake and a shovel?
Yeah. We're not doing any of that special white pebble shit. You know,
yeah.
No boom booms for us.
No boom booms.
We've been over this. This is on Tyler. I don't know his rules. We don't mess with bombas.
Oh,
not ever. Get the fucking bomb tech. You know all those movies you grew up watching where the guy's like, cut the red, and you were a little kid like, oh, super excited. Right up until you get right into the first class, and they're like, this is what happens when you cut the red, and you're like, nope, never mind. Call the bomb tech. We gotta go. Dude, those boys ain't right.
Listen,
those boys ain't right.
I will tell you firsthand, they're not right. When I saw them walking around in board shorts, Hawaiian shirts, and flip flops.
Nope.
And I was like, dude, why aren't you wearing a bomb suit? And my man looked me right in the face and he goes, if something goes wrong, I won't know about it.
Right. I want to die with my balls out at least. No, it's true.
And I was straight up, are you fucking, why am I wearing all this shit? He goes,
it's true.
That ain't gonna. He goes, the only reason you wear a bomb suit is so they can pour you out of it into a casket.
Oh my god.
That's literally, he said, the only reason you wear a bomb suit.
The only thing a bomb suit's good for is a tennis ball bomb. That little tiny firecracker. Joe Skelly, I need to get you a bomb suit, actually.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a
We've seen the way you light fireworks. No board shorts for you. In fact, some of our audience
may have seen...
wants bomb suits too. They're listening right now. And they're like, fuck, I need a bomb suit.
Wait, are you talking about the folks that when they were like, my man's lighting fireworks, gotta go.
Oh. And that was one of the first times we've ever lit fireworks together.
Yeah.
Listen, when you whipped out a lighter and a box, these motherfuckers ran away. I was like, we're in a field, guys. We're in a field, and he's not purposely pointing them at you. He did just try to blow up the cars, but they fucking left. I thought they were trolling us, too. They're like, we're leaving. I'm like, nah, you fucking with me. No, they got in the car and left at like 6. It wasn't even, the sun wasn't down yet. And you mentioned fireworks. They're like, I gotta go. I wanted to be like, well, if that's how it is, have you ever been with him to Mexico? Because I'll bet it gets worse. Because it's a lot cheaper down there. Oof. Speaking of which, you know, when we were heading out last week to Mansfield, I think we passed a...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That's one of my favorite places.
I haven't gone.
Oh, yeah. We'll go.
I can't.
I get a discount there as a veteran.
Oh,
yeah.
There. Okay. Well,
and they know me. They're like, oh, welcome back, sir.
It's you. Will you be needing ninja stars today?
No, that's that place, the other state.
Oh my!
That was karate supplies and fireworks.
All right, before we wrap this up, one more question.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, shout out and thank you to all of our subscribers.
All of them.
We love you all.
The subscribers.
We're already drunk.
We
can't grammar.
The Patreons.
The Facebookies.
No, the other people that give us money.
Anchor.
The Anchor subscribers.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys. We love you. My question, Joe Skelly, last one, and I have a bunch of stuff to open up.
Well, we do have to touch on one topic real quick before we get off.
No, we're not doing the birds.
No, we're not talking about.
Okay, I'm saving that.
We have to talk about
what
the contest. We have to mention the contest.
All right, fine. I'll mention it. I don't like your guys' stories.
What I think is happening here is I think Tyler, I don't know, wants to keep the goddamn trophy.
Oh, you can't prove anything.
Well, I can't.
Nobody made the cut.
All right. So we'll have to postpone.
Oh,
postpone the trophy to the next time because.
In all honesty, a shout out to our man. He had a family emergency, so we might save it.
All right.
Or maybe I'm going to keep the fucking trophy. Let's move on. Happy contest day.
Right.
Joe Skelly.
Yeah.
Favorite. Maybe it's multiple questions. Favorite brand of fireworks?
Not American.
Oh shit! All right. Favorite
because listen, I remember as a kid you could buy M4 4000s and shit. There was like a quarter stick of you can't get that shit no more.
No,
not here in the States at least.
No.
At least not in these.
You need
states.
some federale paperwork for that bad boy.
Yeah. So you got to get that shit from across the border.
Yeah. Well, it's because all the people who were legally getting it started chopping it up in little pieces and selling it fireworks. And they said, you're not supposed to do that. He said, why? It's little tiny pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I blew off half of the stick the other day, and here's the other half, and I don't eat it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What's your favorite firework? Obviously, the M1000 when you were blowing shit up back in the day. You hooligan kids. How many toilets have you dropped? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
I will say this. I do like the mortars now.
Oh my! Is that where you were shooting at her cars the other day?
As long as they don't go like
was that last summer.
As long as they don't go up 6 feet above the ground.
Oh my God! Jesus.
And I recall, what was your response? Like it was starting, it fell over, and I picked it up.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
And you're like, why didn't he move?
Yeah, just stand there. You like to look it up close.
I just stood there.
I say this summer we filmed some Roman candle wars.
Oh, that's very possible.
Roman candle jousting?
Well, see, we used to do wheelchair jousting.
That's what I'm saying. Roman candle wheelchair jousting.
Yeah, because I don't think that'll work.
It will work.
We could do wheelchair jousting.
No.
I don't think but we got to reacquire wheelchairs now.
No, this will be drive-by Roman candling. Ooh, that's a good one too.
I think there's some laws involved in that one.
Not if you're a fucking participant.
What about those people that were doing drive-by Falcon attacks? Have you seen those videos?
Oh my goodness.
Where they were launching Falcons out of the car to get shit?
What, to jack your Rolex?
Dude, this guy's driving down the street, cuts this Falcon loose out of a car, and it snatches up this animal on the side of the road.
Get the fuck out of here. Now, are they keeping the animals?
No, it's
or they're just killing it for fun.
Killing it for hunting, I guess. I don't know. But
in the city.
Yeah, it was wild as fuck.
Okay.
This is kind of gotten off the rails.
Call the Gypsy Jokers. We're
oh God!
Call them.
Are we gonna?
Maybe we shouldn't. Yeah. Call Steven. We need help. Steven?
He's in Dubai.
Oh Jesus! Who let him in there? Never mind. I don't want to know.
By the way, he just got an award from Vladimir Putin for like.
Was it a black belt?
No, it wasn't a black belt, but it was like friend of the Russian Republic? Or whatever it is.
Yeah. Is Russia a republic? Because I feel like that word's mix between places.
Mm.
All right. Well, this is
so. If you were worried about
99 red balloons,
yeah.
Okay. So 99 big red balloons.
Dude, that song, dude, play it. You can't help but listen to the whole thing. It's like a prayer with Madonna, dude. I woke up singing it. I told you last week.
I thought it was Like a Virgin.
No.
She has 2 songs like that?
Yeah.
Did you hear what she's trying to do now?
No.
She's trying to deflate her face.
Oh, well, because she swallowed up like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
What'd she think was going to happen?
It was terrible. What a terrible look.
It's too bad. 30,
Too much adrenochrome.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
30, 97 seconds. Bays Boys podcast, I think our name is. We don't do politics here. Check out the Beaver Dam Destroyer.
Dude, my man is on point.
Of the
I love watching those videos.
Whatever he is. You fucked up. You done got me sideways. 30, 97 seconds.
Bays Boys podcast.